much is that? Ja, nej men I can stay with her. Ja. Så det var Of course, my food. En denk dat dit random mensen zeggen dat ik van de eerste responses gedaan nee. Maar toch dan wijs me zien. Die is waar is waar ik wijs. My phone is but I worry not as long as you don't worry Hi, where's Snow? Sorry? No. At the back. Sorry, in the bar at the back. Outside. Outside. When I'm asked to yes. Oh, uniform. Yeah. Yes, sorry, she's doing it now, but if you want to do it, okay. You're in the shop. You check the. Hey, for me. Ja, daar heb ik dit ooit weer gezien. Ja.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to get going in a few moments or so, the next few minutes. Please come and find yourselves a seat. I'm not sure if these seats right in front have been reserved. They're not reserved, Neil says. So for those of you at the back, if you would like to come and sit in the front, you're more than welcome to do so. Dames en heren, ons gaan binnekort begin met die veiling. Daar's 'n paar sitplekke wat hier voor leeg sit op hierdie stadium. Indien die belangstellende koop asseblief maak net seker julle is in besit van 'n koperskaart agter by ons kantoor, and we'd like to get going in a few moments or so. Thank you.
Ek het nog net gehoor as jy
Can you remember how long do we put that up?
As soon as we put the next one comes up, as soon as it starts as soon as it starts
No, okay. So as soon as it's been taken, I put it up, and then by the time it
as soon as it says, right, what number 7?
then you take it off again. Alright.
Otherwise, it's not fun. It's confusing. Guys don't really know stuff.
Alright.
You better go. I'll whoop through here. I won't be seeing again.
Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Folks, thank you very much indeed. I think it's time that we kicked off. Before we do so, I'd like to hand you over to Richard, who would like to open our proceedings here this morning.
It doesn't mean I'm sold. Good morning, goeiemôre. Aan die komitee baie dankie vir die uitnodiging om die summit vanoggend oop te maak. Dit is inderdaad 'n voorreg. Last year I was afforded the opportunity to do so, and if you were here, I reminded you that the wildlife that you buy and sell are not yours. That we are all mere stewards of God's creation. And I'm grateful that there are folk such as yourselves that are involved in and are passionate about wildlife and its care and nurture. Ek is ook bewus dat ek nie gevra is nie om 'n preekie vanoggend te gee nie, maar ek het 'n woord op my hart wat ek het nou gesukkel vanoggend en gestaan, ek moet dit net vanoggend met die deel. En ek lees van Johannes hoofstuk 6 van vers 1 tot 13. Hierna het Jesus na die oorkantste strand van die Galileese see gegaan. 'n Groot skare mense het agter hom aangegaan omdat hulle van die wonderwerke gesien het wat hy vir siek mense gedoen het. Jesus het teen 'n berggang uitgeklim en met sy disippels daar gaan sit. Daarvandaan kyk hy toe af en sien hoe die groot massa mense na hom toe aankom. Baie was op pad na Jerusalem toe, want die Joodse Paasfees was naby. Jesus vra toe vir Filippus, waar sal ons genoeg kos kan koop, sodat hulle almal iets kry om te eet? Hy het reeds geweet wat hy wou doen, maar hy het dit vir Filippus gevra om te hoor wat hy wou sê. Dit sou 'n groot som geld kos, en dan sal dit nog nie genoeg wees vir almal, sê Filippus. 'n Ander disipel, Andreas, die broer van Simon Petrus, sê toe, hier is 'n seentjie met 5 garsbroodjies en 2 visse. Maar is tog hopeloos te min vir so baie mense. Maar Jesus sê, laat die mense almal gaan sit. Almal gaan sit op die gras, die mans alleen was omtrent 5000. Jesus het die brood gevat en God daarvoor dankie gesê en dit toe uitgedeel vir die wat daar sit. Hy het die vis ook so uitgedeel en elkeen kon eet soveel as hy wou. Nadat almal genoeg geëet het, sê Jesus vir sy disippels, tel nou al die oorskietstukkies op. Daar mag niks verlore gaan nie. Toe alles opgetel is, was dit 12 mandjies vol. Dit is wat oorgebly het van die 5 garsbroodjies nadat almal geëet het. Here ends the word of the Lord. May bless it to our hearts and understanding. Verse 5 tells us that Jesus asked Philip a question. Where shall we buy bread for all these people to eat? And verse 6 says he only asked us to test him, for he already had in mind what he was going to do. What's on my heart for you and for the Karoo, and something I've been sharing with the farmers that are part of our constituency and our church as I travel around the Karoo, is the issue of expropriation of land. It is a burning question. En die onteiening van grond is seker die een twispunt wat baie in die aand wakker laat bly. En ek voel dat dit hinder verbeterende toenadering in ons land. Die onteiening van grond is 'n twispunt van dreig om ons land uitmekaar te skeer. And the lesson I want to share with you this morning is that we must not measure a problem according to our own human understanding. And many of you are involved, own land and farm and have reserves, and I know that this is a burning question for you right now. And so often we look from our own abilities, our own understanding, and what might seem for us now, this issue before this country is totally impossible, that there's no way out. But Jesus, the one who we serve, heals those who are sick. He raises the dead. It's He who casts out demons. En ek wil vanoggend vir u aanmoedig that God wants us to put His trust in Him, not in ourselves and our own understanding. Om ons vertroue te sit in wat Hy kan doen, nie wat ons kan doen nie. And I believe that we as a country and you as a community, a special, unique community, are in a season where God is allowing us to struggle with this issue. I don't know why, but it is before us. And I believe that He's challenging us to have a greater trust in Him, even in the midst of the uncertainty we face in this country, and you as a unique community. He's stretching our faith, I believe. And He does that because He's giving us a test. Because tests like this impact our hearts. It grows us. And when we come out on the other side of the test, we've learned something. We have grown. Our faith is strengthened. Our understanding of God is deepened. And we have changed. So God puts us in these impossible situations to stretch our undeveloped faith. And He puts us in these impossible situations to help us understand that there's always hope. And I pray this morning, as this question settles over this country and has a very direct impact to many of you, I want to encourage you this morning that we serve a God of the impossible. And in the midst of this uncertainty, to look to Him with faith and to trust in Him. Let us pray. Lord Jesus, we want to come to you this morning and say around the issue of expropriation and other issues that we face, that we will resolve to say that I'm not measuring this according to what I can do, but I'm measuring it according to what you can do. With you, Lord, nothing's impossible. Father God, help us to live by faith and not by sight. And that you, God, are able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to your power that is at work within us. Father, we thank you for the safe journeys enabling folk to arrive at the summit here today. Thank you for this event. May you bless each one here. May the hallmark of their transactions here today be integrity and fairness. Ons dankie, Here, dat U ons genooi het om deel te wees van U plan en ons die voorreg en eer van rentmeesterskap oor U skepping gegee het. Help ons meer bewus te wees van wat U van ons verwag en ons daarmee te help. We pray to Lord that relationships here amongst this community will be developed, friendships renewed and strengthened, and fellowship enjoyed amongst this very unique group of people. We pray, Lord, that you will help, that you will equip each person here today, entrusted with the care of your creation, with the ability, the knowledge and wisdom and resources to steward with integrity and excellence, for their good, but for your glory. Amen. Thank you for the opportunity of sharing with you.
Thank you, Richard, for those words. We're here for an auction, we're not here for speeches. So I have just got a few things that I'd like to mention and say. And firstly, on behalf of Summit, I'd like to welcome you all here. We've been absolutely astounded by the support we've received. So to each and every one of you from all corners of the world that have traveled to get here, and I say the world because it is like that, from South Africa as well. We thank you for your support. Summit comes in at number 11, as a batsman would in a cricket match. We're the last of the auctions down here, and it feels like we come in at number 11, we still got 100 runs to make. So let's make it happen today. Then I'd just like to thank the guest sellers that have placed their trust in us to market and sell their animals. We trust that we've got the buyers here, we've got the people that are interested, and we've reached the market, and we thank you for that. Then I'd like to carry on with the sponsors. ABSA, our main sponsor, Neil, thank you very much for your support. Hosting an event like this takes a huge amount of money, And without you guys, we certainly wouldn't have managed it. And that's from the main sponsor, ABSA, right down to the smaller sponsor and the donations we've received. Then part of the sponsorship would be at the back of the hall to keep, I'm not going to mention the names, but the back of the hall is to keep your throats clear. And then there's a cash bar in at the back as well if you don't have what we don't want what we have at the back. And then from the Moe industry, I'm not going to thank you for your support. I think you guys have all seen outside here, there's a little pen of goats that are outside. I'll tell you a bit more about what their role was, but there's a little stall out there. Us as Summit members are all Angora goat and sheep farmers, and that's our final product. So those of you who are visiting us here in this area, that's what gets made out of Angora goats and Moe. Please support that stall, take some home, and enjoy it. Then, as you come in on your right, when you came in there, there's the Wagyu stall there. Please, that's just for tasters. That's not the meal. Jay and Dale, thanks very much for that. We've obviously got a few Wagyu lots on auction today, so taste what it likes for you to take it home. And then the food will be served throughout the day from the back. There will be platters coming through. Please enjoy it. And then to the guys that have worked so hard to get all that food done, thank you very much. And then I can't not say what happened last night at our function, and those of you who weren't here, we had 2 charity lots here last night. There are booklets around. You guys will hear about it. The Whitlock Care Centre in Janssenville, and also the remedial reading project in Kliplot. And for the Eastern Cape, in a matter of 2 lots, we raised 500,000 rand. So I'd like to it was a bit emotional last night when we were trying to finish the talk off. So for Neil and Norman and then Vickers that came in and just propped it up to reach the 500,000 rand mark, your generosity knows no bounds. You have no idea what this will mean to those charities and other. There's enough for other charities as well. But how we're going to manage it, we'll keep you all informed, and how we're going to do it as well. But thank you very much. And then the lots today, we've done our best to get the best animals together. And I think Brandon, it's over to him now to get them sold. And probably just an important thing that we do down here in Summit, at Summit, is the free delivery and insurance. So it's not on your risk, it's delivered to your property on the main auction. The silent auction is loaded onto your own transport. Brandon will reiterate more than that, but it's an important point that people forget about it. You're getting this animal offloaded on your farm, and it's got 14 days cover there as well. T's and C's do apply, as always. And then our final stop, we're starting off with a charity lot this morning in aid of the Green Scorpions, a volunteer ranger policing, environmental policing organization. I think most of you know about it, and I'd just like to thank Mr. James Thompson and Sean Thompson. Thank you very much for the donation of this giraffe bone. We're going to show it up until when Brandon's auctioneering. It's a fine art engraving on this giraffe bone. It's something really special, and the funds of this will go to the Green Scorpions. Brandon, it's over to you. Thank you very much. Enjoy the day with us, and we'll look forward to having a beer afterwards.
Thank you very much indeed, Neil. Folks, on behalf of myself, Paul Hobson and his team, and Guard Seville, a warm welcome to each and every one of you. We certainly do appreciate you coming along, and it's wonderful to see the third year now that the hall is as full as ever and going right out at the back. There's still a few chairs in front if you do wish. Congratulations do go out to our sellers here today for the quality of the catalogue that has been put together, 85 lots or so of really top quality game, and ons sê vir die manne van Summit wat daai goed gaan kry het, baie dankie aan hulle. Thank you very much indeed. A tremendous amount of effort goes into any auction, and this is no exception here, ladies and gentlemen. Tons of people put in huge amounts of work, but no more than Mr. Neil Dodds and Mr. Henny Barnard and their families. I'd like you to give them a huge hand. Don't understand what they've done for this community. your buyer's card and instructions, please, with your payment as soon after the auction as possible, folks. We'd like to reiterate that. And then the permits, please, you have to be in possession of permits, obviously, to move your game. And then from the Northern Cape, we've got Llewellyn here. Folks, he's around. He'll be at the office at the back there. Please, there's specific permits, or you need to chat to him about blue duiker, klipspringer, nyala, waterbuck, leechweed, and bushbuck if you are going to that Northern Cape area. And then on the insurance side, everything has been insured here today on this auction as well as the silent auction for 14 days from capture. So that is not from the fall of the hammer, that is from capture. And at this point, I'd like to thank Duppies. Thank you very much indeed from Kuda. They're very strong in our industry, and please support them. We appreciate their support to our industry as well. Transport is included on this auction, but not on the silent auction. Then the conditions of sale are applicable and binding on both buyer as well as seller here today, folks. And some of the catalogs, unfortunately, there's a page, the printers that didn't come through, the last page. But we do sell according to all of these conditions of sale. They are applicable and binding on both buyer as well as seller. Lot number 32 is not on sale on this particular auction, and lot 20 on the silent auction is a 15-inch animal, ram lot 14 inches. Lots of telephone bidders today has become customary on all our game auctions around the country. So those front row gentlemen up there, we hope they've made the stage sturdy, which I'm sure they have, and they'll be on the phone here for those that couldn't make it. En dan wil ek net ook byvoeg, dames en here, die WRSA van die Oos-Kaap hierso 20 Oktober hier in Graafrenet gaan hulle diner hou. They're going to have their gala evening. There are a few seats available. Please speak to Gerard Heineke or one of the other people from WRSA. Please support that organization. It is our body. It's our national body. The stronger they are, the stronger we are. So please, if you're not a member, join up and sign up with them. Any questions through the auction, please feel free to ask me, and we'll answer as accurately as we can. Okay, so on the silent auction, quite important there, the lot number 20 is a 15-inch and not a 14-inch. I think that's the information that I got. I hope that's correct. Is that right, Nanan? Thank you very much. Okay, everybody happy? Good, we're going to kick off and then look forward to a wonderful day with you here today. And we're going to start here with the charity lot now, and that is for the Green Scorpions. Again to the Thompsons, thank you very much indeed. Securities, Paul can maybe hold it up there. That's engraved there with a whole lot of rhinos, so very special indeed. There we have that giraffe bone here. Right, folks, and away we go. We're going to start a little ball. We're going to 50, better 50. What about 20, better 20, go to 10, 10, go to 10, the summer 10, number 10, thank you, sir, 10, and then we had the number 10,000 now. I'm going to 10, the summer 10,000, back at number 10, then we had 10, 10, the summer 10, go to 15, there's 15, and the middle side, they're going to 15,000, then we have 18, no, 15,000 now. On the back we have a 20, thank you, here. At 20, the summer 20, 20, go to 5, 5, 25, and then we have 25,000, I'm going to 30, thank you now. At 30, better down, if you're at 30,000, and the middle side, you get a 30,000 there. On the back we have it down, if you're at 30, then we have the top, 30, go to 5 now. At 35, the number 35, then we have 35, go to 40, thank you now. At 40 now, if you're at 40, the better right here at 40,000. On the back we have at 40, and to make it sum 40. White front we have at 40,000 over here. And the better right here at 40. Here we have 40,000. In the front we got in the better right here at 40,000. All through, no advance on 40, and all done. 40,000. We got a big hand. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Irvin Tam. Thank you very much indeed. I didn't see your number, Irvin. Sorry, it was the wrong way around. You guys are gonna have to shout those numbers because we. Thank you. 158. 158. Was that Con Folks at the back of Underbidder? I think it was. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Folks and Katia from the Graafrenet area. We much appreciate your support there as well. Right, so here we have lot number 01 is the first, and from a wonderful gene pool. Very tough conditions here on this particular farm over the last few years as well with drought and so on. But you're buying the genes here, not necessarily the biggest rams in the farm being caught here because they've all been scattered because of the drought. A horn length of 25 and 2/8, a base of 5 and 4/8, and a very good tip to tip here. So here we have in the Impala ram there, folks, and away we go. And you're going to make a summer start. What about 25, 25, 25, the number 25, number 25, 10, 10, get a 10, the summer 10, on the 10, so 10, here we go. And the better start, get a 10, 10, get a 10, the summer 10, get a 10, the summer 10, get a 15, get a 15, we have 15,000 now, I'm going to 20, 30, so number 20, on the back we have a 20, what about 2, at 20, there we have 25, the summer 20, get a 2, 2, 222, it's on the back of number 222, and back of number 22, and there we go, and the better start, get 222, what about 4, sir, at 22,000, and the better start, get a 222, we got to go in there, both all through at 22,000, right in front we have a 220,000, all through, and all done. 22,000 we got, I'm sure we can sell. Thank you very much indeed. 34 at 22,000. 34, number 34, our buyer. Right, thank you, Martin. Thank you very much indeed. Right, so our next lot here is lot number 2. Lot number 2 for you from Edwin Daniel Boudradar. And we're having these 4 years of age, so a good young ram that we have also with spectacular genetics here, 25 and 4. It's a nice and symmetrical, this particular ram that we have here from the Kirkwood area, and again come through a tough time there. And this is my daughter that we're selling now. Right, you're going to make some more like 10, get a 10, some 10, get a 10, some lots of potential. A young ram. At what about 10, get a father, number 5, number 5, number 5, number 5, number 5,000, who says now? At what about 5, number 5, number 5, number 5, number 5,000, who says the father, number 5, thank you, sir. I get a 5, get a father, number 5, number 5,000. Here we have the number 5, but then now at 5, number 5,000. On the back we have a 5, number 5,000. There we go, the number 5, number 5,000 now. And the rest going to 5, get a father, there we have. What about 6 now? At what get a 5, but a 5, number 5, get a 5, now 6, the number 6, number 6,000. On the back we have a 6 now, and the rest are 8,000. There we have 8, number 8, get 8,000. We have 8 against you. At 8,000 now, or back number 8,000. Here we have it, but the top 8,000 here. He's watching the 8 number 10, and there we have. At 10 summer 10,000 now. At 10 days and 10,000, a good young ram now. At 10 days and 10,000, we're going to sell number 10 and get a 10 and summer 10,000. Right on back we have a 10, we got in going. Are we all through? Another time at 10 we have. Right on the back we got 10, we have all through and all done. Rick, we got 10,000, which is a bit lower than what you wanted there. So unless I see, we'll just have to pass by there. Can we just get that number there, and we'll check later. 187 is our number. 187, so subject to confirmation, not yet sold, as we now move on then to Henny Barnard, the Springbok ram here, folks, and it's lot number 3, but I don't say last sold. Right, he's 16 and 4/8 with a beautiful spread that you have here, a tip to tip of 11 and 6/8, a good base of 6 there, folks. The horn length is 16 and 4/8, both sides, as you can see, and he's a very young ram here. Magnificent ram. All the stuff here from Henny is DNA confirmed with a certificate. So ons het die DNA daar vir julle dames en here. Hy is 'n seun van Harley op 17 en 4 rasses daar vir julle. Right, from the Aberdeen area, a beautiful ram that we got here, and let's go now. Right, you're going to make some of the solid sound. We're going to make a sound. He's going to solid sound. What about 15 out of 8, 15 out of 40, but 40 now, 30 now, 20, get a 10, get a 10, some 10, I'll make it here. At 10, some 10, number 10, some 10,000, some 10,000, whole out and done here. At 10, get a 10, some 10, get a father, number 5, number 5,000, and he's I got a father, number 10, some 10, and there we have. I got a 10, some 10,000 now. At 10, and get a 15, get a 30,000, get a 50 now, 20, and down 20, 20, at 20, get a 5, 25 lead. At 25, number 25. Here we have the number 25,000 now. At 25, under 30, data 30,000, and number 30, data 30. Look at the sire. Look at the sire, data 30, the number 30,000 now. At data 30, the middle right here, 30,000. We got it in the middle right here at 30. And to make a sum in bounce, how we done the time, tap up decent. Against all the phones, get a 5, 35, and there we have. At 35, the number 35, number 35, now 40. I got a 40 now, if you have a 40, here we go. And 40,000, at 40, get a 5, the number 45, I get a 5, 45, the middle right, you get a 45, there we go. At 45, and 50,000 now. They got a 5 to number 50, the middle right here, 50,000. 5,000, look at the genetics here. 50,000 is a DNA certificate available at 50,000. All three got a 5 to 50, so got a 52, sir. I got a 52, got a 50, got a 52, the middle right here, 52. I got a 55, so got a 55, thanks, got a 55, and there we have. 55,000 now. 55, thanks for the officer. 55,000. Right-handed here at 55 and all done. Right, 55,000. 17. Let's give a hand. Thank you very much indeed. 17 today by Ranki. Johan Sanford. Right, so the Bontebok ram is lot number 4, lot number 3 down to near, and here we have him now. Sven, one of the biggest ever on auction on the Bontebok. Here we have. He's round about 5 years of age there. He's got a 17 and 1/8 horn on the left, and he's from that human swamp area here. From a very, very strong gene pool of Bontebok here, ladies and gentlemen, and we offer now on behalf of African Whisper. So let's go, and what do we say? Right, you're going to sell this on the way we go. Who's going to make it some more about 220, better 220, now 200, sound 100,000, but 100 now. What about 50, now 20, better 20? What about 20 at the dump, 20,000 now? I'm going to get a 10, get a 10, summer 10, get a 10, summer 10,000. I got a 10, get a 10, we had a 10,000 now. I I got 10, summer 10, 10, got 10, summer 10, who make it 15, ways, got 10, I got 10, summer 10,000 now, I got 15, super 15, 20, have it on 29, 20, on the back we have a 29, 20, here we go, 20,000 now, at 20, back number 20, here we go, 25 over 25, and there we go, at 25, number 25, now 30, I get that, we got 30, the summer 30,000, on the back we have a data Tyson 30,000 now, is what we got in there, 30, I got 5 over 40, 40, 50, 30 now, 60,000 here, I got 60,000, here we have the time, 60,000. 60,000 against all phones, 60,000 there. And to make now, what do I find, sir? I got 65, 65 now. I got 65,000 on the phone, sir. At 65,000 there. I'll make it 70, sir. I got 70, I'm going to 75. With Bradley at 75,000. Here we go, 80,000 now. Again, I'm going to 85. Here we have 85,000 now. On the back, we have 85,000. On the back, we have 85, 90, so 90, there we go, 90,000. 100,000 there. I got a 10, so 110. 110, 10, get a 110, get a 110, then we have 110 now. 110 now, get a 120, then you said 120, but a 120, headed on 120, 120 and 6 inch now, Davey, number 120, but a 120. Make it a 137. 120,000 now, Bradley, 120,000 there. Another big seller, 130,000, sir. 130,000 there. 100 there, places at a 130,000 now. I got a 140 now, here we got a 140. Here we have a 140, but a 140, the better side, here a 40,000, a 140, we have 140,000 now. At 140 now, here a 140, then we have the number 140. 140, get a 5 pounds, get a 145, and get a 145, and then we have 145,000 now. You'll make it a 150, I got a 145,000, and the better side, you get a 145, I got a 145, the better on the phones, you get a 145, or 150 now. I got a 150 now, I get a 150. Here's a better 150,000. At a 150 now, I get a 150, the better side here, 150,000, David. He's out, sir. So the bidders with you, Bradley, at 150,000, all through this time, and all done. 155,000. 150, sorry, that happens with the phones, the guys can't hear, and they're phoning all over the show. 155,000. 155,000, 160,000 now. 160, but I said go 160, there we have 160 now, there we go 160, there we go 160,000 now. On the back we have against you, David, 160, all through, and all done, 160. Before we clap, let's just hang on there. Quentin, it's a bit less than your Haksabach here. Can we sell? Where is he sitting? I can't see. Is that fine? We can sell. Now we can give a big hand. Thank you very much indeed. 160,000. What is our number there? Is it 5-1? Thanks, guys. Much appreciated. Ian and Faithful. Thank you, David, on our phone. Right. Alphonse, thank you very much indeed. Bontebok Wiki Siso. And here we have it now from Jan Skelling. So lot number 5 we got running with 16 and 5/8 Ram that we got here. And we've got a 3 Ram at 2.5 years of age there, folks. So there you have them. You're getting 5 plus 1 for free. Okay. Running with that nice Ram, and let's have a look and go. You beep a stuk om al 50 asseblief. From Jan Skelling, baie goeie genetika hier. Right, and then we have to make some of the solid songs. We're going to make some more 10, 10, 5, number 5, number 5, number 5, number 5,000. He says 5, what about 5 here? At what about 5, number 5, number 5, what about 3? At 3, number 3, number 3, number 3, number 3,000, number 3, you'll make it there. And number 3, number 3, number 3, number 3, now, 5, 35, there we have 3,500 now. At 35, free Ram. At 35, number 35, free transport. At 35, number 35, now he's got a 35, free insurance. I got a 35, and there we have. He's not working here. I got a 4,000 that worked there. I got a 4, number 3, number 4,000. I got a 4, number 3, number 4,000. Here we have it for. At the going to be number 4. I got a 45 color, then it's got a 45, and then we have at 45, and 45 to 5,000 now. I got a fake number 5,000, and the middle start, I got a fake number 5, and then we have number 5,000 here. And then we got a 5, 5.5, we got a 5.5, and then we have 5,500 now. At 5,500 there, and then 5.5, I got a 5.5, 6,000 now. I got a 6, number 6, number 6, now 65, 65, and then we have, I got a 7,000 here. I get 707, number 707,000. On the back we have a 707,000 there, and the Megason here, you can number 7,000. On the back we have a 7 going, folks. All through it, 7 we have. I got a 75, 75, the middle's right here. 75 against you, Michael Nakamagariza. 8, thank you there. 8, we have 4, number 8,000, we have number 8,000. Here we have 8 number now. 8.5, and the great 5, and 8,5, and there we have 8,500 here. 8.5 with Carl. 8,500, sir. Are we all through to 5, 8,5, any advance all through? 8, 5, 9, 9,000, son, you can name over here. I got a father number 95, 4 against you now. At 95, number 95, and the advance on the number 9.5, they be sell to Carl here. At 9,500, all through this time. And all done. Radio, we sell at 9,500 by Ranky. Is it 186? Thank you, Carl. You're not safe staff here vandaag. 186. Thank you very much indeed, sir.
There you go.
Right, so we introduce rules of the crew, ladies and gentlemen. Need very little introduction, if any. There's this particular stud here, and we on to now lot number 6. I should imagine we'll have lots of telephone bits here as well, there, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so he's 3 to 3.5 years of age. He's got a horn length of 18, and he comes out of one of the best genetic pools in the world, more than likely. The base is 6 and 2/8 on both sides. A very good tip to tip that we have here. And lovely SC high from the Richmond area. And here we have the 18-inch jewels for you, ladies and gentlemen. Right, he's quite spectacular, Mrs. Ram. He's lot number 6. And off we go. What do we say? What about 300,000 now? He's a young ram still. He's already 18. Let's have a look. What about 300,000 now? 200, 100, 100 now. What about 75, 75 now? 20 minutes, 20, 25, 25, 30, some 30, 40, 50. And I'm trying to get a fake to know 50,000 now. I get a fake to know 50, the British trying to get a 50,000. On the back, we have a fake to know 50,000 there. And to make some many bonds, we get a fake to know 50. And 60. On the back, we have a 60 now. I get 70,000 here and 70,000 there. On the back, we have a 20 some 80 there. We have 80,000 now. On the back, we have 90 minutes, 90 there. We have 90,000 here. And I get 100, get 100, get 100,000, get 100,000 now. I get 10, get 110, get 110. Here we go, 110 now. At 110, get 110. Here we go, the number 110,000 now. 110 at 110,000. Look at the genetic pull in right now. At 120, 120, 130. Again, 130. There we have 130, 130 on the phone. We have 140,000 now. I got a 140, but a 140. There we have now 140 against you, Russell. So I got a 50,000. I got a 50,000 there. I got a 150. The British one here 60. I got a 160,000. 160. 70,000 now. I got a 160 on the phone. I got a 170,000. Here we go. At 170, but a 170. There we go. And a 170, but some 170,000 here. And we're losing now. I got a 170,000. On the back we have the British one here 170. On the phone, my bid at 170,000, guys. Are we all through? Are we whole out and done this time? Don't lose this opportunity. You get it once. 170,000, the bid is on the phone. All through against you guys. No advance. And all done. 107 a place and 170. We can sell the big hand there. Thank you very much indeed at 170 there. 117 at 170,000. Thank you. 107 guard. Right, Edward Key, our buyer there. Thank you very much indeed. On the phone. Right, the Springbok ewes here from the same stud there, ladies and gentlemen, and here we got them there, 5 years of age. You can see young animals, but all over 12. Almal oor 12. Die een op 6 jaar, dis 13 dae vir julle dames en here, running with the 4 by 18-inch rams in this particular camp as well, ladies and gentlemen. Hulk 18 inch is one of those 4 rams as well. So die genetika is hier ongelooflik, dames en here. Jy biepers om al 4 te vat daar vir julle. Right, so here we go. Jules from Jules is what we offer. 4 of them there. And you're going to make now 50,000, get a 50 now 30. What about the other days? 30, get a 20, get a 10, 10, get a 10, get a 15, now a 50, get a 15. And the British want to get a 15 days and 15,000 now. On the backhand, 50, now got a 50, get a 15. The British get a 15, get a 15,000 there. And to make us some heady advance, hold through and on. At 15 days and 15,000. And then number 18 over 18, we have 18. On the back, we have 18 over 18,000 here. At 1 over 20. On the back, we have a 1 over 20, we have 20,000 now. At 20 back around 20, 20, get a 5, now 25, 25, and then we have 25 at number. At 28,000, then we're up into 28,000. This time we got it Bradley at 28,000. And what about 30, sir? I get down to 30, the good shot here. 30, we got the down 30 now with Russell. On that phone at 30,000. And the good shot, down to 30 in advance on the time, down to 30 against you, Dale, sir, 30,000. And to make us some in advance all through at 30, we got with Russell 30,000. Down to Vincent. And thank you for that help, sir. And we sell him. Thank you very much. Another big hand. I'm sure it's the same buyer. Thank you at 30,000. Is it 117? Can we use the same one there? Russell, thank you. Edward Keys, thank you. 117. Super. Right, on behalf of Henny Barnard, now we move on now to number 8, going along beautifully here. And there we got a 17-inch ram here with a lovely shape on him as well. He's round about 3 years of age here. And a tip there of 7 and 6/8, ladies and gentlemen. So lovely looking young ram that we have here for you. Out of a very, very decent gene pool as well from Henny Barnard. And we got that measurement certified here by Summit. You'll see that stamp there on most of the lots here today. Right, you're going to make us some of this other sum. What you're going to make us some. What about 75, 75, 75? What about 50, bit of 50 now, 30, now 20, get a 10, 10, get a 10, some 10, get a 10, then you say 10 on the now. At 10, 10, get a 10, some 10, get a 10, some 10, get a 50, now 20, some 20, they get a 5, 25, and then we get 25, now 30. I get a 30, some data, we get a 30,000, 40,000, and the British trying to get a 50, 40, and the British get a 50, they get a 50, no 50,000 here. The British trying to get a 50,000, and the British trying to get a 50, no 40, and get a 5, and a 55, and get a 55, and then we have 55,000 now. 55, get a 55, the British trying to get a 50, there. I got 60,000, they get a 60,000 there. On the back we have a 60 is what we're going to go in the British trying to get there. I got a 5, 65, 65, 5 and 6 at days, and number 65, the down 65,000 now. At 65, the number 65, he's down, so get a 65. On the back we have a 65, the British with you, number 65 right in front. 70,000 here. 70,000, 70,000, and the burger 70,000, we have 70,000, and the burger 75,000, 75,000 now, at 75,000 against all phones are we done, at 75,000, we lose it now, and the burger start to get a 5 and 75 we got. Right in front we have it 75,000 all through, no advance, and all done. Right, Faith and 7 at Gleeson resell, thank you very much. 100 on the dot, 1.5 for ons, daar vandag, dames en heren, is our buy number, thank you very much. 100, thank you. Okay, so we go into lot number 9, lot number 9. Jellensfontein selling here 2 unbelievable copper lots today, dames en heren. Oorneming to daarvan 16 and 3 asses on both sides here. Previous measurement was 17, obviously on the 3rd. On March 2018, ladies and gentlemen, obviously worked those down at such an SCI of over 45, nearly 46 there. From the Steinsburg area, one of the best ever in these copper rams that we got here for you guys. So let's have a look and go. What do we say again? And you're going to hit me now. What about 75,000? But 50, get a voice, get a 50 now, 50, get a 50 now, 30, we say that, get a 30, get a 20, get a 10 here. At 10, get a 10, some 10, get a 10, get a 50 now, 20, 20, get a 30, some data, get a 30. And the next one, get a number 30, what about 5? I got a 30 now, data, Tyson 30 there. I get data, Tyson 30,000 now. Is what we got in the better try to get a 30,000. We sell some data, get a 30 to Carl now. At 30, get a 5 here. I got a 35, 35. Then we had it on 35,000. We got a 5 and 35. We got a 5, 35. Then we have 35,000. 5 and 35,000 now. On the back we have at 35, 40. Then it's left here, 40. The British right here, 40. There we go, 40 now. Here and 40. The British right here. I got to find the number 45. And there we have 45. The British right here, 45. What does he want to do, sir? 45,000. They're going to 45 against you, Carlos. They're going to 45,000. They're going to lose him now at Faith and Theodore Dixon at 45,000. One of the biggest there. And 50,000 now. They're going to fight and they're going to 50. The British right here, 50. On the phone, going to fight and they're going to 50. They have 50,000 there. I'm going to 52, going to 52, going to 52. The British right here, 2 and fighting now 52 and 52,000 there. What am I 5, sir? I'm going to 55, so going to 50, going to 55, and then we have 55,000 down. I'm going to 55 against you, so going to 55. The British right, you're going to 55, and then going to 55, and then we have 55,000. Make no mistake, my bidders on the phone. 55,000. Faithful's got a 55, we're going to 58, we're going to 58, then we have 58,000 here. On the back, we're going to 58, we're going to 58, then we have Ach and Faith today, so 58,000 now. On this side, we have it 58. Ach and Faith, 58. Thank you, Russell. Over here, my bid, at 58,000. Right by Anaki, thank you very much. Indeed, number 100, I think it was, at 58,000. Is it 17? Sorry about that. 17. Thank you very much indeed, guys. Well bought here. So there we have it. Buyer number 17. Ons sê vir julle baie dankie Johan. Right, so say a swad right that there's no lot number 10, lot number 10 that we got your horn length there of 13 and 6/8, nearly 14 inches. Unbelievable on this. She's quite spectacular here. And it would be remiss of the buyer of the previous lot not to buy this one, but no pressure. So here we go. And you're going to make a sum of start. I'm just going to make a sum of about 40, better 40, down 40, now 30, now 20, get a 10, 10, get a 10, some 10, 10, there we go. I'm going to 10, 10, get a 10, some 10, get a 10, some 10, get a 10, some 10,000 here. And I'm going to make some 10 there. I'm going to 10 the better start here, 10 days and 10,000. We have one with the sum 10 number there now. At 10, get a 15, get a 5, get a 15, get a 20. I get 20, 20, there we have 20,000 there. At 20,000 now. At 20,000, and the better start here, 20, got the number 20, 20, there we have 20,000 here. On the back we have a 20, we got with Carlo here at 20,000. I get a 5, 25, and there we have a 25. At 25. Number 25, what about now? One more here at 25,000, and you can lose it now at 25, number 25, 25, 25. Heavy advance on the top, but Faith and Toilet Basin at 25,000. At Faith and Toilet Basin, we got to go in the middle. Right up here, we're going to lose it now. 25 now, 28, 28, 28. At 28, down 28,000 here. I'll make it 30. I always say 30 now. Russell up to him, still at 30. Thank you, sir. I get down to 30,000 now. I get down to 30. The right here, 30,000. And to make a some many advance on the top, down here 30,000. On the phone, we got it 30. Dr. Clayson. 30,000, all out, no advance, and all done. 30,000, thank you very much indeed. Thanks, Russell. There, it's 117 at 30,000. Thank you very much indeed. Don't forget the silent auction, which is on the go here, folks. Please, I'll mention that a couple of times. The silent auction is going nicely. Very good animals there. As we go over to the first of the buffalo, ladies and gentlemen, and we say thank you very much indeed to the team from Groot Baas for their offering here today, as do we thank all of our other buffalo sellers here today. So here we got it, and it's lot number 11 here. So what a way to open up the batting here, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 different bloodlines coming through, exposed in this particular pedigree over here. At 6 years and 7 months of age, she's 28 and 3/8, ladies and gentlemen, a very nice SCI already at 80 and 4/8 as well. She's sired by the magnificent Dadamach at 49. What a great looking bull, bred at Kwandwe, and he is Dadamach at 49. Certified in calf to the magnificent Groot Baas, of course, from the Tabatolo genetic line here, and Inala bull calf at foot, which speaks for itself also from the Tabatolo lines as well. Available immediately, folks. So you've got 3 different bulls. The 2 bulls from Tabatolo we've learned recently are unrelated as well. So here we've got 3 different lines coming through here with an Inala bull calf at the side. And he's an outstanding bull calf. For those of you there, you can see it now. They've just shown a picture there. Unbelievable bull calf. So Inala, early on in his career as a sire, is proving to be very useful. Look at that. There he is. World record bull, Inala. So here we go. And what do we say? Lot number 11, ladies and gentlemen. And off we go. You're going to start. Who's going to make a side there? She's a 3-1. We got an off in there. Top Inala bull calf inside. Right, we're on 750, but 750, get a £5, get a £5, number 5, number 5, number 5, number 500,000, get a 400,000, but a 300,000 now. What about 3? They're done 300,000 there. A good young count here, a 300,000, and the rest of 300,000, some of 300,000 there. And it was 300,000, and to make us some handy bounce, so we don't know we have one, but there, a 300, a 320, I got a 320, but a 320, a 320, he says 40 now. I got a 340, but a 340 now, 340, but a 340, back at my 340 here, a 340, but a 340 rounding, then a 340,000, and 340, 360, thank you, sir. I got a 360,000 here. On the back end, 380,000. On the back end, 300, 400,000 now. I got a 440, got a 15, number, I got a 4, got a 420. There we go. At 420, I got a 440. I got a 440, number 440. Here we got a 440, got a 440, got a 460, thank you, sir. I got a 460,000 here. I got a 480,000. On the back, we have got a 40, got a 40, 480,000 now. Inala bull calf, sir. At 400,000 now. I got a 5, got a 5, got a 5. There we have, got a 5, got a 5. There we have 500,000 here. A 3 1, sir. I got a 520. I got a 520, got a 5, got a 520, got a 540, thank you, sir. I got a 540 here. I'm got a 540. We have 540,000 on the back we have at 560,000 and the first one you got 560 at 580,000 there. I got a 580,000 now. I got a 580 ways to get a station for 600,000 now. You got a station, there we go. At Quality Genetics here at 600,000 on the back we have a station for 600,000. Right in front we have at 600,000 at 620 but a 620. I'm going to 620 but a 620. Here we go, 620,000 on the back we have at 600 at 620,000 to your man Cardinal. Right on the back we have the hammers up and done, 620,000, all through, and all of Mr. John O'Brien, a big hand to him. Thank you very much indeed. At 163, 163 by Ranky. Thank you, John. Thanks to the Thompsons, my underbidders here, right in front as well. Right, so number 12 as we move on there, still staying with the 3-in-1 Dadamach genetics here. They've got a bloodline, Madikwe bloodline coming through. Also combination of Climax genetics in this particular pedigree exposed here as well. And they have the calf in calf to Dadamach as well. And we've got a heifer calf at a side as well by Dadamach, ladies and gentlemen. So a strong representation of the magnificent 49-inch Dadamach here, ladies and gentlemen. And there we got it now, folks. So let's have a good look and go. She's in the prime of her life here, and she's already over 31 there. A good-looking feminine female that we have, a 3-in-1 that we got, and off we go again. Right, you're going to make some of the sides, someone's going to make some more about farm again, but farm not 300, some 300, 300, some 300,000, but 300,000, some 300,000 here. At what I think, 300,000, she's 31 inches. At what I think, 300, 200, some 200,000 there. On the back, 200,000. On the back, we have a 202. We're going to go in the middle, one, get a 2. On the back of the 2, there's some 200,000 now. One bag in the summer, 200,000. And what do you say? How we done it, 200,000 there? What about 10, sir? At 200,000, we're going to go in the middle, right here. At you got a 2, some 200,000 there. At 3-in-1, we're going to go in the middle right here at 200,000. At 200,002 we got. Are we all through at 200,000? Right in front. Any advance all through and all done. And 200,000. I just want to check VAR situation. As the next one, Mark Bayer Ranky. Thank you, the Thompsons. Thank you, Sean. 200,000 well bought there, sir. That's number 22. 22 our buyer number there today. Right, so we got a 33 and 3/8 inch beautiful cow here, ladies and gentlemen. She is proven, given lots of progeny that are producing and spectacular on the farm as it is. And the reason they are selling her is because they have so many progeny that are high performers on the particular farm as well. So here we go. She's got a Groot Baas heifer calf at foot, the 53-inch Groot Baas, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go again. Again, some Pine Mat genetics coming through in this particular lot as well. Magnificent heifer calf outside here by Groot Baas, and off we go. She's 33 and 3/8. It's a big cow. Let's have a good look and go. Right, you're going to make us some massage on let's have a look and go. You're going to make us some more about 300 now, 300 now, 300 now, 300 now, 200 now, 200 now, 100 June, so some 200,000 now. Like what about you this summer? You're going to do the summer 200,000 there. What about 150? Go 150, 150,000 on the back. We have it 150 here. Look at the genetic size at 150,000. And when you see 150, go 150. Who says it 150,000 here? And 150 days in 150,000. And when you see 150, go 150, go 150, 120, go 120, there 120. I'll go to 120 and no less, guys. 120,000. Who says? 120,000. Groot Baas, heifer calf outside. 120's on the phone. We got a 120, 120,000 now. I think 120,000 on the back here. 120, but 120, 120, 130. Thank you, so 130 here we have. At 130, 130. What is it? 130,000 now. Make it a 140, sir. 130 is 130. Here we have the end at 130,000, 140,000 now. At 150,000, the British shot 150. At 150,000 there. At 150, 150. What is it? 150,000, 150. There we have it. 150. 160 on the front, 160 against Julie now. 160,000 there. 170,000. Here we go. 170, but 170. She's a proven cowardice. At 170. 180,000 here. At 190, 190, 190,000. I'm going to do this. I'm going to 200,000 now. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to now. 210, 10, go to 210. There we go. 210. At 210, go to 10, 10, go to 210. Here we have number 210. So go to 210 now. At 210, go to 210. 10, 10, go to 210. Any bounce on the top of 210,000. I'm going to go to 10, 10, go to 210. Any bounce all through at 210,000 we got. Right in front by bed. 13 on before. All out and all up. Right, 210,000 we got there, sir. 13. Thank you very much indeed. Right, by number 104, Honiton Feeder. Thank you very much indeed. Much appreciated to all our bidders and underbidders here today. Right, Peter else on Squibberard. We're going over the page now. We're on to lot number 14, lot number 13 down for you there. So from Kwaggasfontein, we say thank you to the brothers for coming along here and giving us some special animals here. Beautiful shape and horn mass is what caught me firstly about the special young 4.5-year-old. She's 29 and 3 years. She's pushing 30 already there, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, she's signed by the magnificent Bayetu, who is no longer so limited genetics of Bayetu left around. What's very interesting is that Tabatoro are using a bull called Okamoso at the moment, which is a 50-inch son of the magnificent Bayetu. So on both sides of this family, you've got 50-inch genetics coming through, certified in calf to Moketa, and who's the son of Morena, who is 51 and 1. It's also no longer with us. So we have some rare genetics coming through, and of course we've got Richie coming through at 52 inches here. 3 bulls of over 50 at least. And there we have it now, the East African, and she's in the 3rd trimester there, and you have the option to leave her for a 3-in-1 at your own risk, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so that makes sense here. Beautiful female here. Let's have a look and go. This is the Bayetu daughter. Right, and then we have again, you're going to make somewhere about 700 now. So you want to know 7, number 7, get a found it, I'm going to find it, number 5, number 300, number 300,000 now. I think you're 300, 200, thank you, sir, 200 there, and 20 better 220, at 320, best number 220, better 220, and 240, better 240, back in my 240, 240, better 240. You've got to look at the bulls in this pedigree, and you've got to give me 260 shortly. 260, got a 260, then you got a 280, thank you now. I got a 280, there we go, 280. And I'm going to 280,000 there, the top 2, I got a 280, there, 280,000 there. I got a 3, number 3, number 3, number 303, and there we go. 3, the top 3, number 320, thank you, sir. At 320, but a 320, Carl. I got a 320, but a 320, got a 350, got a 350, thank you, Lee. I got a 350, but a 350, 350,000, I got a 360, on the 380,000 now. I got 380,000 on the back, we have a 380,000, there we have 380, I got a 4 here, I got a 3 there, I got a 4, number 4, I got a 4, I got a 3, number 4, I got a 420, thank you now. 420, but a 420, got a 420, here we have a 420, at 420, but a 420, it's got a 420, there's number 420,000, at 420, but a 420, and a 420, right on back, we have it 420 for the Bayetu daughter, at 420,000, the British right here, against the phone guys, are we all through at 420,000, we give you all an opportunity, at 430. He wants a small one, Lee, it's against us at 430,000 now. 430,000, they're down to 430 to 440. 440 to 440, there we have it, 440,000. I'm going to 440, but a 440. Here we have it, I'm going to 440,000. And thanks for those who got a 440 with me, we have at 440,000 at the bidders with Keith. All through at 440,000. No advance. And all done. 440,000 if we may sell by Rakini. Let's give them a big hand. Thank you to the Tans. Keith Tan at 440,000 by Rakini. Ricardo Nico Darson. 69. Thank you very much indeed, says Niekada Thank you very much. Thanks to our underbidders as well. Right, so we'd like to thank our sponsors as well there, many of them here today on Secular Baie Dankie. Henny Barnard, he's lot number 15 here on set 3 van hulle daar vir julle dames en here. And they're over 11 and 12 inches, as you can see, to them over 11, pushing on the 12, baie jonk, hulle is al 3 baie jonk daar, dames en here, running with Rolex at 18 and 3/8 there, and they were measured in May. Ladies and gentlemen, so I'm sure that they would have grown by this stage as well, because they are still very, very young females that we have. Rolex, a spectacular looking 18 and 3/8 that we got here for you. Right, so here we go. Page to take all 3 for you there from Henny Barnard. Let's have a look and go. Right, we're about 20, better 20, 7, 20, waist, 20, beautiful use here. I can about 20, 10, 10, get a pound, get a father, I'm a finger, 5,000, get a father, I'm a finger, 5,000, hold on. I get a father, I'm a finger, 5, 8, get a 8, way of 8, I'm ready to get a 10, 10, get a 10, some 10, I'm now. A 10 against you, a 10, some 10, get a 10, some 10,000, yeah. And the rest of the 10 days and 10,000, what about 12,000? And the rest of the 10 on the phone number, 10, some 10,000, they get a 12, get a 12, some 12, thank you now. What about 14, you get a 12,000 there. I get a 12 with 3, the better starting at 12,000, get a 14,000 here. Get 15 or 14,000, we have a 15 or 14,000 there. At 14, get a 15, get a 15, get a 15, there, 15 or 16,000, and the better starting at 16 days and 16,000 here. At 16 days and 16,000 there. And we get a 17,000 here. At 70, but the better starting at 17,000, and we lose it now. And the better starting at 17,000, and the better starting at 17,000. Right this side we have at 17,000 there. Are we all through and done this time? 17,000, 17 days and all through again, and all done. Right, we have 17,000. Thank you very much indeed. 195 hier in 95. Dis ons nog daar. Baie dankie. Right, so we got the Tamara Springboks here, ladies and gentlemen from Karoo Experience there. And of course they are some of our very, very top breeders of Springbok in South Africa as well. So of course we got the Damara coming through here now. The horn length here is 12 and 6/8, 12 and 2/8, and over 12 on the third one here. Beeper stick, all 3 to 5 possibly farmers here running with the pure Damara Ram Maestro 18 inches. Teal baie maybe Damara Seesaw dames here. We got a body of this ram is unbelievable of Maestro 18 inches. There doesn't even look 18, maar hy het wel 18. Wat sy lyf is so groot daar. So from the yard, hulle is nou bevestig kragtig. So we are going to deliver them to you certified in land. Jy beeper stick om al 3 te vat. Okay, let's have a look and go. On the Damara side here. What, you're going to make it someone sell this somewhere about 30,000, some 10, get a 30, now 20, get a 10, get a 10, some 10, get a 5, 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 and there we have. Right, get a 5, number 10, get a 10, some 10, get a 12, some 12,000 now. I get a 12, some 12, get a 15, get a 15, get a 15, get a 15, get a 15,000 now. And depending number 18, a bucky number 18, number 20, have it on 20. On the back we have a 20,000 there. They're going to be certified in land now. At 20,000 there we got the time 20,000 and to make a sum we done the time 20 and look at the band now at 20,000 there. Look at Maestro, what about 20,000 there? We're going to sell, what about 2 now? At 20,000, 20, the number 2, 22. On the back of number 2, 22, and there we go. At 22, the side 22,000. We're going to sell left-hander. At 22, we're going to make it 4. At 22, we're going to folks hold through it, and get a 4, 9, 24, 24, the number 24. At 24, the number 24, there we have. At 20,000, at 24,000, and then the 24, there we have at 24,000. Right on the back of the hole now at 24 we got. All through it, feed and 20,000. All out this time. And all done. Right, feed and 20,000, we got 24, thank you, sir. Right to the back, we got, he said 42. Yeah, 42. Thank you, guys. Thank you, my spotters. Right, meneer Erasmus, ons koop het daarso. Thank you very much indeed. Number 17 is our next lot number. And here we got there now, from Henny Barnard again here. Right, it is nog young long dames and here. They over 8 and 9 inches, but very, very young as well. These are sub-adults there. And all Harley daughters, we can tell you that by the GNA, certificate of for yellow, and they're running with Rolex at 18 and 3/8. Certified daughters of Harley, ladies and gentlemen. Per stuk om al 4 te vat. Right, so then we got them beautiful here. Look at the genetics again. Outstanding here from Henny. What you're gonna make some of the other sound was gonna make some 20, 20, 15, 50, 50, Father, I'm a faith over 5,000, Father, I'm a faith over 5,000, all I'm gonna have, may we have faith now. I'm gonna find number 8, get off number 8,000, number 8,000 here. Oh, what number 8, get 10, some 10, some 10,000 now, 18 days and 10,000, and then get a 12, some 12,000, 14, number 15, 14, get 15 there, get a 15, 15,000, and 16 number 16,000, here we have 16,000. I'm gonna 16 number 16,000 there, young news here, and 16 days and 16,000, on the back, we're gonna 16,000 there, and to make us how many advance on the time of 16, gonna make us how many advance all through at 16,000, 18 on the back. 18,000, thank you God. We got the same one, sir. Acting at 18,000 now. On the back, we have it acting over 18,000 there. Ekatun and 20,000 there. And thanks for the help, man. At 20,000 there. And the result here, 20, we're going to sell some at 20 we got all through at 20,000. And all done. Right, God, I'll buy and keep 20,000. Thank you, sir. 94. Feed in Yekenach. Thank you so much. Vadia at fire. Radio, so we're on to lot number 18, lot number 18 from Karua Experience again there, folks, and of course from the original herd here that have been breeding many years with pure Damaras here. And it's Ruben Festa Krachtak here from Karua Experience, running with the pure Damara ram Jason at 18 and 2/8 there. And have a look at that. Sisters are one of the biggest rams ever on auction as Boba from 18 and 6 after Stammers in here. Unbelievable genetics again here from Karua Experience. These are selected Damaras for you. Right, page to take all three. But you're going to make some more about 40, 40 now, 30 now, 20, 10, 10, 10, 7, 10, 10, 7, number 10, 10, 10, and then we have 10, number 10, 7, 10, 12, 15, 15, we have. I could do 20,000 now. I could do 20 back, some 20 with Carl, right on back, we have a 20, on the back we have, and I'll make it choose, I could do 20, 222, next on the back, number 222,000 here. At 222, back number 22, look at the breeding here, 222, the number 22. And free transport and insurance at 22,000 guys ever else. What do we do? At 22,000 here, 300,000, 22,000, 22. How we done the time? 300,000, 22 we got with Carl. I'm going to 18 on the internet at 23. At the end of 23, on the internet 23. On the back we have at the internet 23,000. And to make us how many guys on the internet 23 we have. I got 4 here. I got 24 the number 21 there. We have 24,000 now. At 24 the number 24 the number 24. On the back we have a 24,000 there. And to make us how many guys on the number 24,000 here. Are we all through in minute 24,000? No advance. And all done. Right, 24 we got Biowire and Kila. 204 here today. Thank you. Righty, funny cash on Scorpus down the Damasita. So from Henny Barnard here we got a 17 and 2/8 ram. Excuse me, for you not scope it out by work. He's 2.5 years of age, and look at this. He's already over 17 inches. Yeah, he's son of a very famous Harley. A DNA confirmation here. The certificate is for slip part off here, the Damas here, and here we got a very useful ram. He's got a lot of potential here. He's a top ram. What about 100,000 now? Lot number 19. What about 100,000? What do you think? 100 number 100, 100 number 100 now. What about 75 now? 50, 50 now, 30 now, 20 some 20, 25,000, then 25 now, 30 days, 35 there. At 35 to 40 days, 40, 40, the better start here, 40,000 now, here, 40, 15, the better start here, 50,000, 60,000 here, you're going to assist in 60, and the better start here, 60,000. On the back we have it, assist in 60,000 now, and when you see the better start here, 60,000. Right in front we have it, 60,000 over here, and when you see the 65, and 65, the number 65,000 there, and 70,000 here, and 70%. 70,000 back, number 70, there we have 70, of 70,000 there, I got to find the number 75, and there we have 75,000 now, at 75, the number 75, here we have the number 75 and 80, there we go, and 80 have the number 80,000 now, of the number 80,000, I got to find the number 85, there we have 85,000 now, 85, there we have 85,000, on the back we have the favorite number 85, and there we have 85,000 over here, it's against you all, at 85,000, a beautifully bred ram here, Faith and Dr. Tyson. 85, he's very young. 90,000. 90, there we have it. 90,000 here. Up there we have 95, there we have 95, and 95, the number 95,000 now. What about 100, sir? And 95, the number 95, the better 95, Henny Barnes all through. Look at him on the screen here. At 95,000, he's surely worth 100,000 here. At 95, we got him in the British right to get 95,000 there. And to make some Henny Barnes on the dump. Faith and Yekenach Dyson. 95 we got at the flag in front. All through at 95,000. And all done. Right, Faith and Yekenach Dyson by 90. Let's give a hand. I think that deserves a big hand. Thank you. Number 100 today. Baie dankie julle. Right, Johnny Victor ons koop daar so. We on to number 20 here. Lot number 20 year dames and here. So here we have the 5.5 years old heifer, rhino heifer. This is called the Karoo Queen here. The progesterone results are out, which suggests, and there's no certification on this, but that's how we work with the rhino, is that they are 9, she's on that progesterone report, 9 to 12 months, so heavy in calf. Okay, but there's no guarantee on that, it's just the blood report that we are giving to you, so you make your own assumptions here. But there we have a beautiful looking heifer here, and obviously very fertile to be close to calving at this particular age as well. Right, so here we go, and you're going to make a summon, so I'll who made a 400, 300, 300, 300, 200,000 now. What am I talking about? 150, 120,000 at 120, who says it? 120,000 here, at 120, here we go, 120,000, on the back we have it 120 there, on the back we have it 120, 120, and you 120,000 now, at the end to the number 120, the better side, 120, how we done the number 120, 140, thank you sir, 140, 140, 140, 160, thank you sir, 160,000 here, on the back we have it 160,000, and the side of 160, any bonds all 160, 180,000 now, at 180, we have 180, you're going to do the sum 200,000 now, you're going to do the sum, you're going to do the sum 200,000 there, you're going to do the sum 200,000 there, and to make a sum, you're going to do the sum, you're going to do the sum 200,000 now, any bonds all through at 200,000, I'm going to make you're going to do 20, at 220, at number 220 now, at 220,000, on the back we have a 220, but a 220, back on my 220, and with me at 220,000 we got, all through at 220, no advance again, and all done. Lee, can I just get that number because we'll just have to get hold of it second. 125, right? Subject to confirmation at this point, not sold. We just need to clarify that a little bit later here as we move then on to the rhino bull here, and of course the magnificent sire as this young bull got there. He's around about 7 years of age there, and of course the delivery is free in any case here. So there we have it, number 21. So beautiful young bull, prime of his life as well. Right, so there we got at the 200 kilometer delivery for free, and there we have it, lot number 21, Ian and 12. Right, there we have him, and away we go. Look at the side, look at the down, and away we go. Make somewhere about 250,000, but a 250, but a 250 now, 200 now, 200, some 200,000 now. 150 to 150, but a 150 to 160, thanks to 160,000 there, at 160,000 on the back we have it at 160, but a 160. Any bonds all through at 160,000 now. I'll go 160, 180, thanks, and right is 180,000, and the rest right here 180, the rest right 180,000, and to make it some rest right here 180,000 here, and 180,000 Bradley over at 180,000. Are we all through? And a hot and tucked up decent, all through again. And all done. 180,000 there. We're going to be a bit short on this one. If you could just get that number there, thank you. Right, so we move then on to lot number 22, 220 from New Wickham. Here we have one lot here from Neil Rex, and arguably the best, or one of the best, as I say, arguably kudu studs in South Africa and probably the world. So here we go, Fitzroy Genetics, only going to be available again in 2020, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll skip next year. Very limited top kudu genetics coming out of this particular farm here. We've got a whole fleet of guys on the phone on this particular lot, so just bear with us there, and let's while we read through it here. Okay, so they are daughters of the magnificent Fitzroy, who's 67 inches, and they're back in calf in. So a very strict line bred to Fitzroy that we have here. You can be the first and only owner of this first generation line bred Fitzroy Genetics. You can own them all in the same family as the 70 and a quarter Mr. Buffett. We got Mr. Rex, we got Alexander, Big Red, Valentino. They're all out of there. They're all 64-inch plus bulls. You've got to see this, quite spectacular, this farm here. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, truly spectacular, and here we go. One to take, all three, please. Don't forget, 2020, next time you get Fitzroy. So here we have a look and go. And who says again? Right, you're going to make a sum of the silver, sum of the little short, you're going to make a sum of the 17 now, what about 100 now, 100 now, 75, 75 now, 30, 30, 35, 35, 35, number 35, and then we have a point now. I'm going to put 60,000, 70,000 here, and 80, there we have 80,000, 110, 110, we have 120 here, 120, 120, 120, there we have 120,000 now, 120, 120, 120, here we have it, 120, 120,000 at 120, what about Little Ridge? At 120, 120, 120, what do you say, 120,000 at 120, 120, here we have it, 120,000 now, 120, 130, thank you sir, at 130,000, I got 130, here we have the end, 130, there we have 130,000 now, at 130,000 there. Look at the entire farm you're buying out of there. Don't just look at this, there's the whole family. 130,000 we got on the phone, 130,000 we got. I got 130, 130, there we have 130,000 now, on the back we have it 130,000, and the hammers up and under 130,000 there, and then when it's how many gods on the down the British white, we got 130. On the phone we got, any advance all through it, 130,000, and 40,000, 140,000 there. We'll give you the same opportunities. 140,000. 140 there. Against us now to 140,000 here. I got 140, but 140 there. We have 140,000 now. And he's answered 140,000. I got 140,000. Thank you for the help there. So we're going to close over here. 140. No advance. All through. 5. 145,000. 145,000. 45. What about 50? So what's 5,000 rand amongst good friends? 145,000. 145 we have, thank you Henny. 145,000, but the others over here with Russell now. Against you Dave on that phone. 145,000 and all done. 145 we sell and we give a big hand there. Thank you Rex. Thank you Neil Rex. 145,000. 117, 117. Thank you. Right, so we move on now to Henny Barnard, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go there. Okay, so we've got a new option here for you, dames en heren. Daar's 3 jong belletjies. There's 3 young bulls here actually in this camp. They all look exactly the same. Say, Henny, you can take the young bull of your choice now. He's prepared to keep it there for you until the breeding season next year, whenever you want to take it, and you can then go and select them, which gives them a few more months to expose themselves and their potential. And so you have a wonderful opportunity here to leave them there and let them grow out on Henny's farm here. Pre-potency of gitter, you can see al sy seuns lyk so som daar, and here we go there, ladies and gentlemen. These are DNA tested as well. Right, so there we got them. One to take, the only one there, but you can select out of 3. Okay, let's have a look and go. Yeah, betaal vandag. If you want to take next year, you're welcome to do so, but you pay today. So here we go. Right, what about I'm going to make 100 now, 75, what about 50, 50 now, 30 now, I say that, 30 now, 20, 10, 10, 20, 25, and then we have 30,000 now. At 30, 35, then we have 35, and 40, then so 40, 45, and then we have at 45, 50, 50, 55, at 55,000, I got 55, 55, 60,000, I got a 60, there we go, become a 60, and the rest right, you got a 60, there we have it, 60,000, at 60,000 with Carl, there we have, I got a 65, 65, and then we have 65,000 now. At 70,000 there, you can see them in the 70, it's in some 70,000, there are 70,000 here, here you go, 70, and the bonus right here, 70,000 at the flag. I got a 5 here, I got 75,000 now, 75, 75,000 there, on the back here, 75,000, and the mess on the bonus right, 75, any balls all through 75, we got the number 75,000 now. You can select out of 3 next year, at 75,000 over here, 75 and 80. 78,000. 78 we have. Right the side at 78,000 there. And to make us how many bars, I'm going to 78 and there we have 78,000. On the side we have 78,000 here again, but 78. There we have, right on back we got at 78. 80,000. Tuck decent. Thank you, Jono. 80,000 the brothers right here. On the phone we have them. Tuck decent. All through again. All done. Right we have 80,000. Thank you very much indeed. Tuck decent. Would that be 117 I should think. 170. Thank you very much indeed. Right, Edward Key, our buyer again, they're going along very nicely here. Right, so Giants ladies, here we have ladies and gentlemen, and these cows are running with the bull Giant at 55 inches there from the clear area, and here we have them there, folks. One to take 5, please, all 5, per each to take all 5. Right, so they're going to spectacle looking bull is Giant, and away we go, going to make a sum, is ourselves, what about 20, 20, 10, get a 5, number 5, number 5,000, he says, what about 5, we'll make it out. That's what about 5, number 5,000, Henny Wilson, I'm going to fake number 5,000 here, oh, fake number 5,000, there we have it on the farm, but then now, you're going to fake number 5,000, on the back, we have a take number 5,000, there we go, 5, number 8, number 8,000, there we have, oh, but number 8,000, on the back, we have 8, number then now, 8 now, oh, but there's 8,000, what about 10,000, sir, take it up, number 8,000, here we have it, get a 10, the summer 10, number then now, you get a team, get a 10, the summer 10,000, on the back, we have a 10, the summer 10,000, 10,000 here. Right in front, we got to go at 10, 10, some 10, 12, some 12,000 now. At 12, I think it's 12 there we had. At 12,000 now. I'm not going to tell some 12, I'm going to call some 12. At 12 now, 13, but at 13, hitting over 13,000 now. At 13, they sent 13,000. Right in front, we have it 13,000. 13, they sent. Right in front, we got it 13,000. And all through. 13, they sent. Baie we sell at 13. 5, 3, 3 and 50. Thank you, Bookie. Thank you. Number 25, Cleveland Dweller. We're going along beautifully here. 7-year-old there, and he's estimated at 55 here from Coxcomb, ladies and gentlemen. Very unique, dark kuru, a black kuru bull there, as you can see. If you look at the video, you can see it really is a dark color here. Right, so there we got it, folks. Who says again? Let's have a look and go. Right, you're going to make something 100, 100 now, 75, 75, what about 50, 50 now, 30 now, 20, what is it? 20,000 now. At what about 20, 20,000 over 20. At what about 20 over 20, back summer 20, 20,000 there. At 20, thank you now. I get 20, get a 5 over 25, they say 25, and then we have 25,000 now. At 25, over 25 now, 30. I got a 30, thank you, so there, I got a 3, get a 5, so I got a 35, and then we have 35,000 at 35, yeah. At 35, the number 35, 35, and then we have 35,000. I got a 5 in there, no 35, the number 35, heady advance all through at 35,000. At 35, got a 5 over 35, heady advance all through at 5 and there, Jason. 35 we got all through again. And all done. Dale, I'm afraid I didn't give you a number there. We're going to be a little short, my friend. 1, 2, 6. Thank you. Subject to confirmation. STC there. And we'll move on back to the buffalo again here. Kwaggas van Dane, dames en heren. And here we got a beautiful, feminine looking young female here at 6.5 years of age. She's gone oor die 32 en 2 jaar te staan. And the reason that there's limited genetic or city family is because the dam was brought from Tabatoro, in fact the next one as well. So we know the extensive situation at Tabatoro. We also know the quality that comes out there. That speaks for itself, yeah. So there we go. 35 to the Magnuson Maketu, who's the son of the Marina at 51 and 1/8, and a grandson of the 52-inch Richie. So here we go, pregnancy's first trimester, and you have the option to carve her down and get her to back in calf again here to make her a 3-in-1 here. So here we have again, and a lot of good stats here. The 6.5-year-old, 32 and 2/8 already, folks. Let's have a look and go. And you're going to make some of the solid sums, also make something, and we're going to 350. I put out 350, 330, 200,000 now, and to the sum of 200,000 there, and to make some of 200,000, make some of 200,000, all out and done at 200,000. And they said to get to some of 200,000 now. On the back we have the 200,000, and the first right here to the sum of 200,000. How we done the number 2? There we have. To be upon a nation, and the first right here at 2. There we have the number 220. I got a 220, but a 220 now, a 220, but a 240, a 240, but a 240, the number 240, but some of 240,000 there. I got a 240, 260, then it's 260,000 here, and 280,000 on the back we have a 280,000 there. 280 against the foe. 280,000 now. 280,000 on the back we have it now. 300,000 there against the and 20 with a 320 on the back we have a 320. Here we have the number 320,000 now. 320 there at 320, some 320. Are we going to 320 right and back at 320,000 there? Beautifully bred and a top performer here for her age at 320,000. The winners right in the back we got 320 all through, all out and all up. 320,000, 320 by Ricky. Thank you, John O'Brien. 163. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks, Mr. O'Brien, who would certainly never be without a job. Judging from your golf performance yesterday, you would certainly play on the circuit. Probably in Kirkwood, somewhere around there, but you do really nicely. Like number 27, Sierra Ntwana is our next lot here. So from a similar family, here's a beautiful looking female in my opinion here as well. And she's under 7 years of age at 31.5 inches, that she is already a good SCI of 77 there, and a similar genetic backing here from Oketa. You can leave her there to be a 3-in-1 as well. So here we go again, a lovely looking young heifer, and off we go again here. Right, we're about 300, some 300, 300, now 200, now 200, some 200, some 200, 200,000 now, and we're about 300, some 200, some 200,000. Oh, we're going to 150, here we have 150,000 now, at 150 there we have, and then 150 there, so 120 here, at 150,000, and if I go 150, here we have 150,000 now, on the back we have it 150, she's a 3-in-1 if you want, at 150,000 there, she's got to be worth more than this at 150,000 there, I got 150, there we have it 150,000 now, and you've also on the top of us right here, 150 is what we're going to be going right in front, get a 160 there we have. At 160, there we have 160,000 now. And the rest of the 160, fingers at 180,000 now. Young Tinos over 180,000. I got 200,000 there. I got to the summer, I got to the summer, to the summer, to the summer, 200,000. 200,000 there. 50-inch genetics here. 200,000. What about 10 James? 200,000 that we have. I got to the summer, 200,000 now. And what about 210 there? 200,000 with that. 210, thank you. 210, there we go, the number 210. What about 20 young? At 210, the number 210 here. I got a 10, got a 210, got a 210. Here we have a 220, thank you now. 220, got a 220, here a 220,000. On the back here, a 220, a 220, got a 220, the number 222 young. We got a 220,000 all through this time and all of them. 200 days and 220. Thank you very much indeed. Bailanki, Jan Skinnick. 90, thank you, sir. 90. Right, we go along here now to back to the Groot Pass, the genetics here, folks. And there we have it, a 3-year no Damas and a 3-1 that we got. This is in Simpiwe we are selling here now. Also in the prime of her life there, 29 and 1/8 years, an SCI touching on the 79 here in calf to Derdemach. And she's of course got a beautiful Derdemach heifer calf at side as well here. So 3-1 package there, folks. Off we go again. It's lot number 28, I don't know that we got. Right, you're going to make some more about 250, what do you say, 2.5, what about 250, what do you say, 250. I'm going to 200 now, he's going to 150, 120, 120, anybody else going to 120, there we have it, 120,000 now, 120, 120, thanks for 120, here we go, 120,000 there, at 120, here we have 120,000, on the back we have 120,000 there, and to make some of us all 120,000 there now, 140,000, 140, 140, there we have 140,000, 140, 160, thanks for 160,000 here, at the side we have it 160,000, and to make some 160, here we have it 160,000, right in front we have the time hitting it there, and a 160,000 there, I'll make it 170, if it else to 170, thank you there. At 170, 170,000, on the back 180,000 now, at 180,000, and the rest 180,000 now, we have 180, at the side we have 180, there we have 180,000 now, right in front we have 180,000 there, Derdemach heifer calf, at side and back in calf to him, we have 180,000 now, 190 any place will make it, but 180 we got all through again, and all up. What do we do to 180,000, Horton Tucker, Bairaki, the Thompsons, thank you very much. 180, number 22. Double spear, Bairaki, and here can turn up on Svolken and also from the same farm here that we got again. We have Saminala genetics exposed here. Three genetic lines coming through. She's under 6 years of age here, 26 and 4 and SCI of already 84, side by the 49-inch Derdemach and certified in calf to Groot Pass, and she sells with a very, very useful Ingala bull calf at side. You can see those bull calves here coming through there, folks, from a spectacular bull. So have a look at that there. We didn't get to the bonus. Have a look at these pictures, and let's have a look and go. Right, so a good young cow that we got, and 3 lines coming through. Right, you're going to make some of this, somewhere about 500 now. I put 400 now, 300, something on 300 now, what is it? 250. I put about 200 now, 200,000 there, and then some advance on the number 200 and all after none. I got to get some 200,000 now. On the back, we have a 200,000. On the back, we have a 200,000 there. 200 there, and to make some 200,000. On the back, we have a 200,000. We have 1 minute 220. 220 now. 220 there, 220,000. On the back, we have a 220. 220,000 on the back we have, and we'll sell you 220,000. Now look at the bulls involved here. At 220,000, let's make it a 230. At 220, we're going to go in the British market, 220,000 there. And then some of us on the number 220,000. Right in front of 30. 230 over there, 230, there we go, 230,000 now. I get 230 on the back number 230, 240, make it 240, 240. 240, 240, 250, 250,000 on the back we have a 250 there. It's what we're going to go in the British market, 250,000 at the side of 260,000 now, 260. 360 against the phones, we're going to 260. Are we done the number 260,000 now? 360 days and lead your bid at 260,000, guys. Right to the back we have all through again at 260,000. No advance and fine. 265,000. 265 here. 25 and 6 at that. 270,000, yeah. I'm going to 270 against the phone. I'm going to 280,000 now. On the back, you have 280,000. On the side, you have 280,000. There we have the number 280,000, sir. Are we all feeling 290 there? I'm going to 285, and then we have 285,000 now. 285, they're going to be 190, 290 bid. I'm going to 290,000. On the back, we have 290. There we have it, 300,000 now. I'm going to feel some 300,000. 300 lace. The middle trying to defeat, there we go 300,000 over here. On the back, we have 310. I'm going to feed 10, there we have 310,000 now. I'm going to feed 10, 320, 320,000. On the back, we have a 320, but a 320 back on 320. And the mess on the boss, how we done the jump 320,000 against the phone, so 320, 330 now. I can read that a bit of 330,000. Yeah, come on now, 330,000. I'll get 330, but a 330, here's a bit of 330, 340, thank you now. At 340, but a 340, back up at 340. Here we go, 340,000. On the back there, 340, but a 340. It's against the phones at 340,000 over here. 3 placing at 340,000. Are we all through at 340,000? Here's my bid. 3 placement. All through again. 5. 345,000. 345. He's not a rugby player, doesn't want to watch. 345,000. 345. 345 gun. What about 50 cents? Thank you now. 350,000. 350,000 there. 350,000 and 350,000. There we have a 350,000 now. Against the phone, so 350,000 in the advance. How is the number 350? And fast, 355, a 355, a 355, number 355, a 355, a 355. We're starting at 355, 355. Give me a million and blow him up. That usually works. 355. Then we can all go home. Thank you. 60, 360 now. 360. He's out, so 360. Mr. Skelling. And we give him a big hand there. Thank you very much indeed. And 360. Number 90. Let's listen to a song while I just sip something here. Right, so we're going into now from Nukama, ladies and gentlemen, which is Neil and Dale sitting now. We've got the road car here opening up there. This is lot number 30 that we got, and 3 years and 9 months. So she's over 20 as well. A beautiful tip to tip here of 10 and 6 8. Side by the 30-inch Juju, and a lovely 22-inch Dan called Queenie as well, visibly in calf here now. To Trumpet 29, and from a very, very nice tough hardy farm. There we have it now. In second pregnancy from a very fertile Dan line. So a beautiful looking bull is Trump there, a lovely colour on him as well, and off we go and say. Right, what about 50,000? Got a 50, we say 50,000. What about 30 now? 20, what do you say? 20, the down, 20,000, 20, the down, 20,000, we'll make it now. At what about 20, thank you, say 20, there we go. At 20, back on 20, there we have 20,000 now. On the back we have a 20,000, there we have a down, 20, 20,000 there. I got a 5, 25. Here we have a 25, lead against you. At 30 now, I got a 30, down, down, I got a 30, a 5, 35, now 40,000 now. I got a 40, things, 40, better 40. The blue spot, you got 40,000 now. I got a 40, better 40, no, 40, you got a 5, 45, 45, there we have 45, 50 now. You got a 5, 15, the better spot, you got a 5, I got a 50 on 60,000, you got a 60,000 there. On the back we have 60,000, and the road showing got 60,000 there. And the time you get 60,000, we got it going, sir. Sister place in the middle, right on the back we have it 60,000 here. I got a 5, 70,000 now. At 70,000 there. On the back we have it 70,000. On the back we have it 70,000 here. You have 70,000 there. Then 70,000 there. All through it's given a place. Right on the back we're going to lose it now at 70 against Chile. All through again and all. Right, 70,000. Thank you, Neil. Thank you very much indeed. 42. Right, meneer Erasmus wil koop en aanstel. 31's our next lot here from Nukama, Neil and Dale again here. Similar genetics there, 3.5 years of age. She's 18 there. And of course the dam is a 23-inch beautiful looking dam that we have here as well. Visibly in calf to Trump there. And here we go now, 4th generation heifer, ladies and gentlemen. So let's have a good look and go. And you're going to make a number right, 50,000, another 40, better 40 now, 20, 5, 25, and 25 now, 30, like this. I get down, 30,000 there. I got 30, another 40 now, if you're another 40, 40, I'm going to 40, the number, another 40,000. Any bonds, I'm going to 40, I'm going to 5 here. I got a 45 lead. I got a 45, the number 45, 45, I'm going to 45,000. I'm going to 45, they wear 50,000. I got a 15, the better shot, I got a 30,000 here. At 50,000, 20,000. I got a pass, I got a 55,000 now. I got a 55, so I got a 55,000 there. At 55, 55,000. The bidders would be and 60, get a 60,000 there, get a 60, on the back we have a 60,000 now. But the start the bidders trying to get 60,000 all through and the number sets the place and we got it going, folks, all through at 60. Sets the place and no advance again. And all done. 560 again there, St. Buyer, thank you very much indeed. Number 2 and Fiera, 42. 5 Erasmus staan short on. Lot 32 has been withdrawn today on track card as 32. We're going to now move then on to lot number 33, 33 and we have Rob sitting here now, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so then we got Swatha P, our selling. This is Sarah now, 2 years, 8 months at 16 and 2/8. Slide by at 29 and 2/8 inch bull out of a nice looking dam called Stephanie as well. And there we got the 29 inch Zulu bull calf at foot. An excellent fertility there. The option to stay and certified in calf to King Swalu, which you saw there in the Brad page as well. He's 32 inches is King Swalu, and here we go now, folks. Let's have a look at go. Bull calf at side, option to stay at your risk in calf to King Swalu. But so where do you say 70,000 out? That's in the 25,000 there, 25,000 now. At 25, number 25, there we have the diamond 25,000. On the back we have a 525, and then we have 25,000. On the back we're going 25. We have the diamond 25 now, 30. Take it down, I get a 30, diamond 30,000. I got a 40, thank you, sir. I got a 40 now, I got a 40, the better side, I got a 40,000, 40 there, 40,000 here. At 40 now, I got a 50, I got a 50, the better side, I got a 50,000. On the back we have a 50. What about 5? So I got a 50,000 there. Now I got a 50,000, the better side, 50,000 over here. I got a 50 with Lee at 50,000. We got it going at 50,000 we got with Lee. All through at 50, no advance. And all done. Right, we have 50,000. I think I gave enough time there. But anyway, sorry about that 50,000. 125. Our number. Right, Mr. Gateworth, thank you, Rory, thank you very much indeed. Maletsi now sitting, so we say thank you very much indeed to them for participating as buyers as well as sellers here today. 4 years, 8 months, 23 inches there. This is really useful, this roan count. 6 months in calf to Tiwata at 30 and 4/8 and the son of Majestic at 34 and 4/8. So this is a magnificent genetic package here. She's a 23 inch count. This is very useful indeed. Lot number 34. Right, you're going to make it now 75, what about 30, 30 now, 25, there we have 25,000 at 25, number 25, and you have that 25, and then we have it on 25,000 now, and the miss of 25,000 there, at favorite at 25, heading last all we do at 25,000, playing a favorite over there, at 30 now, there, I got a 30, I've taken lead now, at 30,000 there, I got a 30, what about 5, I got a 35, I got a 35, there we have 35,000, I got a favorite now, 35, and there we go, the time of 35,000 now, I get favorite now, 35, that's right in front, we have a 35 there, look at the genetics here, at 35,000, we're going to make it out of 35, and then we have on the back of the another 40, then it's 40, and we're another 40,000, 40 now, 40, then we have 40, and pounds to 45, and then we have 45,000 now, and make it at 45, and 48,000 here, at 48, what about 50, 48, 48,050. I got a fake to know 50,000 now, I get fake to know 50, the better is right to get 50,000, and the better is right to get 50,000, they fake to know 50, and he bounced on the tongue, the better is right in front, we got it 50,000. 5,000 we got it going. Look at the genetics again, I say, at 50,000, all through, no advance, and all done. Right, if we can sell it at 50,000, I think so, thank you very much indeed, Faith. Is the number 104, thank you very much indeed, 104 is our number. Right. As we now move in on to lot number 35 from the same family here, folks, you can see she's 4.5 years of age. She's already maturity. She's so beautiful. Looking heifer that we have now, 6 months pregnant to Tiwasa, and he's a 30 and 4/8 son of the magnificent Majestic at 34 and 4/8. So here we go. Right, you're going to make some of this off the sum. We're going to make some more like 25, 25,000, the sum of 25 in advance on the top of faith into the no. 25, hold through another. At faith in 25 and 30, and 35, lead. I got a 35 and 40 days, so 40 now, 40 is not here, number 40,000. I got a 40, there we go, here, number 40,000 here. At 40, number 45,000. I got a 45, and 45, there is, I got a 45, faith and fear, number 45,000 there. I got a 50 now, I got a 50, the British trying to get a 50,000. I got a 5, I got a 55, I got a 55,000 now. I got a 55, I got a 55. Here's a bit at 55,000 over there. Faith and placing at 55,000. Are we all through the bit right in front? We got at 55. All through again. And all done. Right, this time it's 55,000 and it's to the same buyer, 104. Thank you very much indeed. Now, many people saying this could be one of the highlights here today. Could agree with them. No doubt about that. Lot number 36 from Crick Wildlife. We say thank you to them. Bailanki Ali Family Daso. Beautiful, masculine looking bull. He's got all the color in the world. That lovely dark chestnut color. Family of many 31-inch bulls have come out of this particular property as well. But in an extensive area, but they also used to supplementary feed as well. He's a bull with massive growth rate and potential to reach 30, we believe, if he's not there already, and comes from big grown herds there, nice selection pressure. These are selected, or the animals on this farm are selected for horn growth, body mass, size, masculinity, everything like that. So there we go, farmed on semi-extensive systems with winter supplementation. In the Kimberley area, we think he's a cracking bull here, ladies and gentlemen. Harry is at 4 and under 4.5 years of age at 28 and 2/8 there. And here we go again there. Beautiful base on him as well. So where do we go? Tip to tip is spectacular. What do we say? Let's have a look and go here. What about 250,000 now? I got a 2, you got a 250, 250, what about 200, 200 now, 200 now, where's 1, 150, 150, what about 100,000 now? What about 100 now, 50, 50, they were 50,000 at fate over 50, they were 50,000 now, at fate Dyson 30,000, and they just got a 50, they were 60,000 over here, 60, on the back here, 60 now, and 80,000 here, up back to 80,000 here, we have 80,000 there, 80 now, 100, they just want to be 100,000, get 120, they just 120, better 120, 120,000, now get a 120, get 120 here, 120,000, 120, here we have it, 120,000 here, at 120,000, on the 120, 120, on the back we have it 120,000 there, at 120,000 now, at the end to the number 120,000, holding 120, 140, thank you now, 140 now, 140, here we have it 140,000, on the back we have here number 140,000 there, at 140,000 now, genetic backing is incredible here, at 140,000, there we go, at 140 against the phone, so 140,000, on the 140, 140, head advance, all fluid, 140,000 here, 140 we got. Lots of potential in this young bull, but 140 we have at there, all through, no advance, here's the hammer, 140 against you, 140 I'll make it 50, 140 is what we got, easy show, all through, and all done. 140,000, what do we do sir, 140,000, just want to make sure, possibly money. Not this, sorry, Doc, I couldn't see you there. We'll just chat a little bit later. Can we just get that number there? 85, favorite doctor. Sorry about that, I couldn't see you guys. Right, so folks, here we go on to our next section, which is going to be thank you again to our sponsors there, of course, Monty Feeds in this big sponsors here as well. So we go into a Wagyu section, which has become a component of this auction here, and we say thank you to our sellers here today, folks. So certainly the Wagyu enjoying a lot of publicity at the moment for very good reason as well. It's got an international market, which is pretty much insatiable to say the least, and it's very in its infancy stages here in South Africa. But it certainly is taking off like wildfire. We thank you to our sellers for providing some lovely tasters there of the Wagyu meat, very tender and tasty, and we're sure they're going to have a good day here today. So here we go, is lot number 37 there that we have from Wild Plant Wagyu. Are going to be selling. First lot number 37 that we got here. So don't forget you're buying marbling and carcass. It's not necessarily about the outside conformation of the Wagyu. It's all about what's inside, and that will be the marbling and the carcass quality. So here we have, she's polled as well there, and already given 2 polled calves as well. So this particular line, the Hirashigiri Yasu J2351 line, is known for its milk and marbling as well, larger frame as well, the maternal line here, and of course there we have it as well. Hirashigiri Yasu. Okay, yes, and there we go. And you're going to make us on a Sajal Moshori in a way. We're going to Sajal Moshori. Let's have a look there now. She's a purebred, as you can see. Right, what about 150,000, but 150, 150. Who says 150? At 120, but 120, 120, but 120, 100,000 now. 100 now, 100 now. What about 75, 75, 75, 75, 75,000 there. What about 50,000 now? At 50, no 50. What about 50,000? And to make some 50 and no less. 50,000 will make it. 50,000 at 50,000. Thank you, sir. 50,000 here. One bit again, some fighting another 50,000 there. And the birds starting to fight another 50, the birds starting to 50,000 here. We have it 50,000 and 60,000 here. They're going to say 60,000 there. On the back, we have it 60,000. On the back, we have 60,000 there to make a song. Any bounce 70,000 here. And 70,000 here. 80, and down to number 80,000 now. At 80,000. On the back, we have it 80,000 there. Right in front, we have it 80,000. Right in front, we have tough temptation 80,000. 90 will make it. The birds right in front, we have it 80,000. All through Dr. Tayson and all done. Right, 80,000 we have Dr. Tayson. I just want to make sure I can sell kan ek verkoop. So that's where's Jay sitting? Sorry, I can't see him. Thanks for bye Linky, 80,000. Thanks Jay. 134. Ian 3 thank you very much indeed. Right, so here we have number 38 A and B, and as we do with the A's and B's in the catalogue, you can take one or both, or you can select, ladies and gentlemen, and here we have it from Hone Wagyu stud as well, and there we have these two heifers here, both of them 100% full bloods, ladies and gentlemen. We got the wonderful Longford line from Australia coming through, and they're obviously bred for strong mothering ability, excellent growth, particularly in that feedlot phase as well. Lots of marbling, solid foundation that we have coming through as well. Kizatero Yasadue in the background there makes this a very, very useful family as well. And here we go. Right, want to take both should you wish, ladies and gentlemen. Right, and there we go. Then I'm going to make some of the slides. I'm not sure if they're going to make a sound now. I'm going to make a sound. Who's going to make 100 now, 100 now, 75. What about 50,000? Going to pay 50. What about 50 now? I'm going to pay 50. Who says 50,000 now? 30 now, 30 for some data. 30 to father number 35,000. At faith and data, 35 number 35. Any advance all through faith and data, 35,000 now. At 35. Are we done the time? 35,000. Faith and data days and any advance on 35. We give you an opportunity here. Some of the best Wagyu bloodlines represented here. 35,000. And we'll just have to pass it by if I don't get at least that. So no, but there. Sorry about that, guys. We'll go over the page to the same, stick with the same set here again. And here we have number 3980 and B here. And of course, coming through in this particular top, or the 39A is the C87 from Lake Wagyu in Australia as well. Ladies and gentlemen, on that top side is really, really useful. Mishifuku on the dam line is also a household name in the Wagyus. So then we got at Woodview Sacho, was the record price Akawushi bull. So of course we have a composite, which is a cross between the red and the black, and really nice breeding from Hot Brand, Red Emperor, who is a household name as well. It is Zurodoi and Fukukani and Hira Shigera Yasu make us a very interesting pedigree as well. So here we go, 39 A and B. Right, and then we have again, you're going to make some of the other sound. And you get a solid sound of make some more about 100, 175, what about 50, 50 now 30, and what about 30, 25 now 30, some data, 30, some data, 30,000 now, at 30 ways, 30,000, we have one, but again, some 30,000 there, and what about 30, some data, 30,000, 35, there we have 35, number 35 there, 35,000 now, 35 now, 40 days, 40, I got 40,000, I got 40 now, 40, there we have the top of 40,000 there, on the back we have it here, 40,000, and the rest of the 40, there we have the top 40, with Lee. We have it here at Basin, 40,000 we got. 100% full blood, both of these. 40,000 we got. Here at Basin. All through and on the summit here at Basin. No advance. And all done. We're going to be a bit short there, Lee and Vian. Sorry about that. We're going to write your name down. We're going to hopefully chat a little bit later there. Sorry about that. Unless I hear otherwise by my sellers, we do have 40,000. 96. Thank you very much, Lee. Vintersuk Mr. Pandalanda, our top bidder there. Right, so number 40 is the purebred cow that we have here from Wild Plum again there. And proven genetics, as I said there, Hiroshika Yasu, the J2 351 line coming through. Mishifuku as well, represented with Woodview. Brian Angus breeding here as well. Right, so then we have number 40 in a way, we're going to make some 35 now, 30 minutes down, 30 to 5, 35, 35, number 35, and then we have the number 35 now, at 35, down, 35, 35, and 35, and 40, niggas up, I'm going to 40 now, 40, the better start, you get 40,000, and the better start, you get no 40, the better get 40,000, at 40, get 50, you get 50, they were 50,000, you get a fake, no 50, I got 60,000, but the start, let's say, no 60,000 there, but the start, the better start, you see 70,000 now, at 70, but the same, this on 70,000, but the start, we have 70,000, but on back, we have 70,000 there, and to make some many balls, we're going to make some 70,000, right across the way, we have it 70,000, no advance in at 70, and all done. Right, we got 70,000, so what do we do? This time we're going to be short there, Cardinal. 161, not sold at this particular point in time as we go on to number 41. Sayers no draft up here. They both in calf, in fact, ladies and gentlemen. Altwee bevestig draft out our purebred that we have again here. What we'll do then is offer 40 and 41 if that's going to help you. It might make a better parcel for you. And here we have again there. So well adapted to the newest veld here. It is Zura Doi, the TF151 line, excellent milk. And the Blackmore breeding, of course, folks, speaks for itself as well. We have marbling in both sides, so you can take 40 and 41. We'll put them both up and see how we do here. But there we have it. You're going to make it some of the time. We're going to make it somewhere around 75, 75, now 30, 39, 40, 40, 50. And for about 50,000, 39, 60,000, they said 60, they have 60,000 now. You can take one away, I got 60,000 on the back. You have a 60,000 there. And to make some maybe on the number 60,000 is what we're going over here. And the British side, the assessed that they sent all through at 60,000, no advance, and all done. But I'm afraid we'll be short again here, so we'll just have to pass by and discuss that matter a bit later as well. Thank you very much indeed, so much appreciated as we 134, our buyer number in that case. Right, so we're on to line number 42A and B there, folks, as we have 42A, of course, is 100% full blood here, that C87 line from Lake Wagyu coming through, and the donor cow was born from a fully imported embryo. We have Woodview Sacho exposed in this bottom side, which is 42B there, and here we have a composite again, the Japanese black crossed with the Akaushi, and 100% full blood as well. Right, so Sacho is the record class Akaushi. Here we got Heartbrand coming through. Ito Zuradoi, Fukukani, and Hiroshigita Yasu again in this particular lot. Right, and then we have again, you're going to make us something, so we're going to 75, 75 now, 30, 30 now, some data, 30, 55, 35, and then we have 35,000 now. At 35, number 35, there we have the number 35, and waiting now 35, we're going to Faith and Data, 35, number 35. What do we say? At Faith and Data, Jason 35. We'll give their time. We'll give them their due time at 35,000, but I won't go less at 35. Thank you. 35 was that Leopard Ridge. Thank you very much. 35,000. I got a 35, 35, 35, number 35, I got a 35, number 35, and I got a 40,000 now. I got a 40, I got a 40, I got a 5, I got a 45, I got a 45, and then we have at 45, I got a 45, so I got a 45,000 there. At 45, I got a 45, I got a 5, I got a 45, and then we have 45,000. What in 5 we have at Faith and Fear Nation. 45 we got to go. At 50,000 now. I got a Faith and I got a 50, I got a 50,000. I got a Faith and no 50. Right on back we have at 50,000 Faith and Nation. On the back we got with Lee. All through at 50. No advance, and all that. We no more bids at 50,000, but again, I think we're going to be a bit short there. Was it? I think it might be Vian again. Sorry about that. Thank you. That was number 96. Thank you very much indeed. Vian. Right, so we go over to the last of the Wagyus, and we got the 5 embryos. So you're bidding per each to take all 5 embryos, please. So we've got the sire side, Terutani coming through, the Milton size, of course the Jima line coming through, and Itushuginami, the TF148 line coming through. Woodview Future Investment was a great investment in its own right. So here we go, one to take all 5, please. Per embryo. Right, you can make some. Right, so there we got the embryos, one to take all 5. And you're going to make some of the sides on the day 17. Now, what about data? Tasting got a 30,000, some data, 30, 30,000, over 20, some 20, 20, 10, get a found, number 5, number 5,000 now. At fake number 5,000, who says 5? At fake facing at 5,000, a 5, and there we have. At fake number 5, number 5, number 5,000, what the side of the shot, you're a 5 now. Or back number 8, you're 10, some 10 there. I got a 10, some 10,000. I got 10, some 10,000 now. At 10, 10,000. What the side of the 10, some 10, and there we have 10, some 10,000 now. And you've also got a 10, some 10,000 there. Right the side, we're going to get 10 days since 10 we got. Now I'm going to figure the 12, some 12,000 now. I'm going to 12,000, right? I'm going to 12, some 12,000 there. With Lee at 12 we got. All through at 12,000. No advance. And all 12 we got there. We can sell at 12,000, thank you. 9-0 this time. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much. Right, let's have a bit of a song while I have a sip, and we can go to a magnificent in Yalago. Right, so we move then up to number 44, Kieran Ferret. Let's keep this momentum going. We're building it up here beautifully. And he's 5 years of age here from the Sitland Manor, from the fittings, ladies and gentlemen, 30 and 2/8 on both sides here. He's a truly spectacular young bull of 5 years, a tip to tip of 8. We've got there. Lovely shape. We think he's got a beautiful shape. Fort Beaufort, Adelaide area, and he's got everything right here, folks. Let's have a look and go. Right, you're going to make a start, gentlemen. Surely let's have a look and go. Who says here? What about 220,000 now? 220 now, 100 now, 100 now, 75 now, 50, 50 now, 60 now, 60 now, 80,000 now, 90,000 now, 90 now, 100, thanks to 100 here, 100,000 there, 100 here, and 100,000 now. I got 100, 110, got 110, got 110, got 110, got 110,000 now. 110, got 110, got 120, thank you, so 120,000, 130,000, I got a 130, got a 130. Here we have it, 130,000 over there. 130 on the back, so I got a 130,000 now. Again, there, I got a 130,000 on the back, we have it, 130,000 now, 130, got a 130. Right on the back, we have it, 130,000 now. Are we all through it? 130,000. On the back, we have a John O'Brien, 130,000. Horton Dara, they said we give you all a fair chance. And older. 130,000. What do we do? I just want to make sure that, thank you, board. Thank you very much. At 130,000. Ian says 3. 163. Thank you very much indeed. Ian says 3. Thank you. Mr. John O'Brien. Right, so now we go to lot number 45. We say to Leroy, welcome and thank you very much indeed. Red Stag Ranch here. So these are daughters of 31-inch bulls, ladies and gentlemen, in that camp, and the breeding camps are all 31-plus-inch bulls here. Feed funnel, you're bidding per piece to take all 4. They are very young. They're 2 years of age. They're going to be certified in lamb to the magnificent Troy at 32 and 5/8. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the SA record bull, which I was fortunate enough to sell for over 3 million to Leroy, and he is truly spectacular. You've got daughters of 31-inch bulls in lamb here to a 32 and 5/8 world record in yellow. One to take all 4, please. Let's have a look and go. What about 30,000? What about 30, 20, 10, 10, 10, summer 10, 10, summer 10, 10, summer 10,000, summer 10, mega 10, summer 10,000 now. Free transport, again I say, and free insurance here. And when it's 10, 10, 10, summer 10,000, I get 10, summer 10,000 now. We have one, but again, summer 10,000, at 10 days and 10,000 now. And to finish some heavy advance, all through 10, 12, summer 12,000 now. I got a 15, I got 15,000 there. And fin now, I get 20, on the back account, 20, 22 now, 22, 4, now, 24. There we have, at 24, number 24, now 24,000 there, 24, and the bills are going to fall now, 24, 26 over here, so 26 there. On the back we have at 28,000, 128, and there we go, 28 under 30. I get that over here, 30 to summer, 30,000 now. I get that over here, 30,000. On the back we have that over here, 30,000 there. The bills right here, 30,000. At 30 to summer, there over here, 30,000. Genetically untouchable here. At that place in 30,000 there, getting a number of 30,000. On the back we have that over here, 30,000. At the flag we have at 30. That replacement, all through at 30,000. And all done. Right, we sell at 30. Thank you very much indeed. 45. Number 45, Faith in Theatre. Thank you very much indeed. Right, thank you, Warwick. Woody Cape, our buyers, and thank you very much indeed as we go over now to lot number 46. There's the theatre. That got to our next lot there. So as we're sitting here, folks, we have DNA here, folks. Daughters of the late Zorro, 32 and 4/8, who was also a very high price bull in his time there. Absolutely magnificent. He's of course passed on now. So the genetikas maar min van hom wat oorbly, dames en here. Daughters van hom daar, certified to Rocky at 31 at 4 years of age there. Wonderful opportunity to become an owner of some of the top Nyala genetics around here. So there we go. Let's have a look. Daughters of Zorro. What do we say and go? Let's have a look there. 12 van hulle. And you're going to make some of the solid stuff. What about 30,000 with some data? 30, not 20, 10, 10, some, 15, 15. And I'm going to start, you're going to 15, over 15,000 there. At 50 now. Up Barking Nation, 18,000 now. Up Barking Nation, 18,000 there. We have 18,000 here. Up Barking Nation, 18,000. We have 18,000 there. On the back, you have the British right, 18 and 20,000 now. I get 20, back on 20. It's on the back on 20,000 now. On the 22, at 22, 24 there, 24,000 now. At 24, 26, 26. And then we have 28,000 on the back. We have a 20. Here we have a 28,000 there. Up after 20, we're going 28,000 over here. Are we all through against you all at 28,000? No advance. And all up. Right, 28,000 we sold. Horn fitting. Thank you very much indeed. 28. 128. At 28,000. Thank you very much. So the next one is the young son here, ladies and gentlemen. And there we got him a DNA proven as well. Son of the late Zorro, 32 and 4/8 there. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And he seriously is a well-bred here. Okay, so you see also who's going to start it now? 50,000 now. At 50, what is he going to pay? 59. He's already at 18 inches here, this young ram. Our young bull, and off we're going to make some more about 30,000 this time, that, 30, now 20, 10, 15, 15 days to know. At 50, now I'm going to pay, 50, now 20. I'm going to 5, 25, now 30, 30, some data, 30,000 over here. At 30, now data, placing 30,000, I'm going to 5, 30,000 there. I'm going to 5, 35, 31,000, more about 40,000, and 35, I'm going to pay, now 35, and there we go. At 35 here, look at his sire, at 35,000, and give me 40 ways, 35, and there we have faith in that, 35,000 now. And faith in that, 35, right on the phone, we have at 35,000. Faith and Narra Dason, we got it going, folks. Are we all through at 35? Son of a 32-inch bull. All through again. And all done. Right, we have 35,000. Thank you. Is it 62? 2 stuff. Thank you very much indeed. 62 we got. Right, so again to our sponsors, thank you very much indeed. And we go to, again, one of our big highlights here today. Ladies and gentlemen, as we go over now to lot number 48, 48. We have 2 bulls coming up in a row here from Tina de Arco, ladies and gentlemen, and without doubt one of South Africa, and certainly makes that then the world's leading sable breeding farms. Of that, I have no doubt. You have to look at here, we see Jackpot at 48. I'm going to brag about this Page Madala coming through here. We have L7T, 34 and 4/8, Tequila coming. Dam is 0432 in this particular pedigree, that is here, and we have OR7, which is 36 and 2/8. We have so many 50-inch bulls that have been bred out of this particular family that you're buying into a lot of accuracy here. You'll see that 5 years and 7 months of age there was initially marketed as 49 plus, but we've left it like that so that you can see that this bull is actually still growing here, and which he'll do even more because he's only 5.5 years of age. He's got a tip there of 18 as well. We have Tequila as the sire, and of course a grandson here of the majestic Madala, and the dam there is a 34 and 4/8 inch cow as well, coming from the Grand Dam side, 6 years and 32 and 2/8. Jackpot all over the show here. We've got a DNA verification here for you as well from Clinomics. So here we go. And Tina breeds not necessarily just for horns, but being a wonderful stock lady also knows that you can't just breed for horn lengths. It's about fertility, it's about body size, it's about functionality, and that's what we get when you're buying into this family. So here we go, lot number 48. Right, you're going to make a sound of the sound little shorty. He's 50 inches now and still growing. Look at the family.